Okay, Falcons and families. This is the 12/7 Monday, December 7th assignment and week overview. So, some notes from me. First of all, you guys should have all gotten Parent Square messages from Mr. Palmerston about the materials pickup at Fessler from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the gym parking lot. Make sure you know to go and get any materials that you may need. There are only 2 weeks left in the quarter, so make sure all those missing assignments are getting done. For me, they are due Wednesday, December 16th at 8:30 a.m. Remember, all students have school all day on Mondays. While you guys only have 1 to 2 Zoom classes, depending on your schedule, you still have assignments from all classes. Make sure you are getting up and you are getting them done to finish off this quarter right. My students know we've been working with having our Zoom cameras on and talking in class. So if you need noise canceling headphones, those would be a good thing to pick up at our materials pickup this week. And make sure that you come prepared to all of our classes this week, ready to communicate and talk. Testing. So it is the end of the quarter. We are finishing our unit on force and motion. Last week we did the written portion of our test, and that is in Google Classroom so everybody can see it. It is the Forces in Motion Model and CER. So this assignment right here, students should know because they have all seen it last week. It is a test grade. It is a grade killer if you don't do it. It is a grade maker if you do a good job. And all of the ones that I'm reading so far are doing really well. So let's make sure we finish off the quarter strong and get those in. So 4th through 6th period still has Tuesday afternoon to finish up their assignment. 1st through 3rd, they are graded. They are in Aries. I do have quite a few missing. If yours is turned in and you don't like your grade, make sure you fix it. I don't mind you resubmitting those, but get it in as soon as possible. And then this weekend class, we are going to be finishing up preparing and getting ready for the multiple choice test that we will take next week. All right, so here are the assignments for this week. For everybody Monday, they should know that they are doing their egg drop project part 1. And again, that got put in Google Classroom last week because I wanted to go over it with you. Look, I already have 2 turned in for this period. Awesome. So I'll come back to the egg drop project in a bit. Then periods 1 through 3, we're going to take notes on types of forces on Tuesday. Wednesday afternoon, we'll do a review activity. Thursday in our class, we will do a study guide that will go over all of the questions for the multiple choice. Slightly different questions, but same type. Friday will be your last review activity before our test. Periods 4 through 6, egg drop Monday. Remember, you have Tuesday afternoon to finish up that model and CER test grade. Types of forces notes Wednesday, review activity Thursday, and then we will be doing that study guide on Friday in class. Again, here's the calendar for the rest of the quarter. This is this week. Next week, you have the egg drop project part 2 on Monday. Depending on what period you're in, 1 through 3 will have the test on Tuesday. Periods 4 through 6 will have the multiple choice test on Wednesday. Wednesday next week is also the last day to turn in late work. And then the quarter ends on the 18th. All right, so for the Monday task, obviously do your agenda, make sure you're organized for the week. The egg drop project part 1 is the assignment. It is in Google Classroom. Make sure that you are caught up on, and if you need to spend a little bit extra time working on the forces in motion model and CER test grade assignment, that might be a good thing to do. Make sure you're getting your late work in. And then I do have a few students that are asking me about the egg drop project part 2. So I did link it here. I will get it put in Google Classroom at some point, hopefully on Monday. But just so we remember that what we're doing, we're building a device that's going to protect an egg, a raw egg, when we drop it from a height. So because we're doing this at our houses, you guys have lots of options. So I want you to do a little research. Part 1, Right, 5 things you learned, right? What do you plan to make your egg drop device with? What materials? And then a sketch of your design. Then egg drop project part 2 is where you actually test it. So this is where I do have some people that are ready and they want to build their device. So you can name it. I do want to name. I want to know what materials you ended up using. And then I will be putting together a Flipgrid video. I do not have that ready yet, but I will be getting that open. And once I do, I'll post this if you want to work ahead. All right, there are video directions on part 1 assignment. I'm working on the part 2, finishing that up for anybody that wants to work ahead and get that done. All right. Thank you, Falcons and families. Hope you guys are getting ready for the last 2 weeks of the quarter, and let's finish off strong.